Hey everybody, it's Brittany. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sitting in here today with my tropical plants. Well, these ones aren't exactly mine, they're my mother's. So of course she's brought them in because it is currently autumn. I mean, we're well into autumn actually, and the weather is really cooling down. And so the outdoors really isn't the place for these tropical plants. So since it is autumn, I decided that I wanted to do kind of a video about the things I love about autumn, because as a gardener you probably expect me to not like autumn. You know, it's the end of the growing season, which is sad, but certainly while that is a little bit sad, there are also nice things about autumn. So my video today is going to be the 5 things I love about autumn. Number 1, the harvests. Of course, you can always harvest certain vegetables throughout the spring and summer, but there are certain crops that you can only get in autumn. Late potatoes, sweet potatoes, winter squash, pumpkin, parsnip, and rutabaga. And as I'm finding out with my sunchokes you can only get in the autumn. With parsnip, rutabaga, and sunchokes, the specific reason why you don't tend to harvest those until autumn is because they actually taste a lot better once they've had a few frosts. So with the rutabaga and parsnip, they'll tend to taste sweeter after a few frosts. So that's why typically people will leave them. Number 2, agricultural fairs and Thanksgiving. Agricultural fairs around my city and around the outskirts of my city are typically start very late August and go all the way to late September. Particularly my favorite agricultural fair is the Carp Fair, which is a fair that I've gone to pretty much every year since I was really young. And it's even so popular that local schools have actually given people the day off, the Friday of the Carp Fair weekend, because they know most people are going to skip school anyway to go to the Carp Fair. So big part of autumn for me is being able to go to the Carp Fair, and I love that, so I look forward to it every year. And then of course in October, being in Canada, mid-October is when our Thanksgiving is, and Thanksgiving is also just a fun time because I get together with my family. We have tons of food, and it's nice to be able to make some food with some of the harvests that I had gotten that fall. Number 3, it's a time to reflect on the garden and decide what I'm going to do to improve for next year. As I've gone along with my videos, I have mentioned here and there things that I would like to improve, but I'm also making kind of a master list of all the things as I come up with them. And I'm going to be doing a video probably later November in regards to that list. But it's kind of nice because even though there is a little bit of sadness for finishing the garden, I'm also super excited about planning my next garden and, you know, all the improvements that I have in mind. So the last 2 things that I love about autumn don't necessarily fall into the gardening aspect of it. It's more to do with the general atmosphere, both outdoors and indoors, that comes with autumn. So number 4, the colors of the trees outdoors. Now I suppose this might depend on where you are in the world, but where I am in Eastern Ontario is where the leaves change color and then fall off the tree in autumn. And it's just so lovely to go outdoors and be driving around, and on either side of the road you have all these trees in various stages of the different colors. So you have orange, red, you have sort of a burnt orange, you have a yellow, you have a sort of yellowy orange, yellowy red. And so that is certainly something that is unique to autumn. No other season shows you these different colors in the leaves. It's only autumn. Last but not least, number 5, the coming of the cold weather. So the nights are getting colder, the daytime temperatures are getting colder too, although not quite as drastically as the night temperatures. But you can just feel that, you know, autumn and even maybe winter to a certain extent is in the air. Now I have actually always preferred colder weather. Even the summer I prefer a cool breeze. But I can also say that here in Canada, you know, the cold weather can get a little tedious. Our winters can be around 6 months long, and you know, you get a little tired of that. There's a certain point in time where you're just like, I don't want to see snow anymore. But that time is not today because we've gone through spring and summer. You know, the cold weather is a novelty again. We do have a wood burning fireplace, and it creates a really cozy, nice atmosphere when we sit in the living room with a fire in the fireplace. So those are the 5 things I love about autumn. I hope that if any of you guys are sad about the end of our growing season, I hope that I was able to maybe cheer you up, maybe help you remember some of the things you love about autumn. If you did like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you're interested in seeing future videos, which will include more harvest videos, the video about my improvements, as I mentioned, please make sure to hit subscribe so that you don't miss out on those when they come up. I do upload videos every Wednesday and Sunday, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Happy gardening!